3, 2, 1.
Pause.
Okay.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, okay. Konnichiwa.
Takimasu.
Takimasu. Okay. All right, guys. Please don't cancel us just for that. Okay. We really appreciate.
We respect culture.
We love
That's
Japanese
why
culture. We should probably let you know what you're watching, or listening to.
So we got a name.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. This is Sigmund's Café.
Sigmund's Café.
Right there. You see it right there. I'm Brandon Q.
Dominic.
Just Dominic.
All
right. And
they don't need to know my last name.
Yeah, I mean, they'll figure it out.
But
yeah.
it's Strigliano.
All right.
So what's the scuttlebutt?
Wait. It's the first episode. So guys, it's a show about books. But really, it's really a show about learning. Like to have fun here, though. So we're gonna start you off with some icebreakers. I guess I hate that term, icebreakers. I think
It's not an icebreaker.
I don't even like that.
Yeah.
People are gonna label us that.
Nah, let's cut that out. We'll start over because I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
All right. Let's start over.
All right, start over. 3,
2, 1. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from? Was that behind?
Dude. Oh, God.
Why are you honking like that on residential shit?
Bro, come on. He's probably really insecure.
You're right. He probably is.
Yeah.
Which brings us into why people are insecure. Psychology, which is the first book we're looking at.
I thought we were restarting.
This is the new start. Bring the book up.
All right.
This is a podcast about books, but not just books.
Yeah.
I think you have a better...
It's about books, but, I mean, we like to have fun. Like, you don't just read a book and it just talk about the book.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's more to a book than just the book.
Like, when you're watching a TV show, there's more that affects the TV show than the actual TV show.
Right. There's issues, I guess, and then there's underlining.
You read, you watch, you read, you go, you tie yourself to that book or show. But yeah.
And that is what this podcast is about. And
we like to have a little fun. We like to talk about books. We like to learn. We like to explore things in ways that we don't really get to do in the conventional way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
that brings us to the title of the show.
It's right here, Sigmund's Café.
Sigmund's Café.
You guys could use your own insight as to why. You'll probably learn as you watch a show.
It might make more sense as we go along.
Yeah. So you want to get things started?
Yeah.
Let them know. Who are you?
That's a good point. I am Dominic Strigliano.
We got Dom, and then we got me and Brandon Q. You guys will figure it out.
You're a DJ too.
Unofficially, yeah.
But by the time this gets released, you'll be full-fledged.
I feel like possibly. That's the goal.
What's the DJ name?
DJ?
Yeah.
It's just Brandon Q as well.
Good. Look him up on Spotify. He's got some mixes.
There's no mixes on Spotify, actually.
Okay.
You're thinking of Mixcloud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't like music, so...
Yeah, Dom's not a music guy. Don't blame him, though. He's white.
I don't subscribe to Apple Music. I don't got Spotify. My wife's got Spotify. I steal, like, her account info from
It's
time
okay.
to time.
That's what they're for, you know?
Yeah.
You guys, I mean, the sharing.
Sharing.
Yeah,
we share.
Time for some scuttlebutt?
I think it's time for the scuttlebutt, and I think you have something you want to talk about.
Yeah. You know what's on my scuttlebutt mind?
What's up?
Bro, the NBA bubble.
Fuck. I don't know much about the NBA bubble, but I know that the season resumes the 31st, right, of July?
Yeah. The first game's coming up. The thing I like about it is, so you know how NBA players have...
Can you explain the NBA bubble to me? Because I don't really...
Okay. Yeah.
I'm off social media.
So you know how the coronavirus stopped the NBA, all
Yeah.
that stuff? Well, now the NBA restart is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bring every team. They brought 22, I think.
What happens to the 8 teams?
They didn't have a chance to the playoffs, so there's no point.
Well, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were saying that those 8 teams have actually a second bubble. I don't know.
No, that's not happening.
Okay.
It's just not worth it.
Okay.
They were talking about doing that in, I think Vegas.
Okay.
But it's like,
kind of
why?
like D-League.
Who wants to watch shitty teams play each other?
I do. But, yeah, not most people.
Yeah, I can see why you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for that, though.
Yeah.
But with the bubble, you know how so many players are, branching out, doing their own thing now.
Yeah.
So like there's players with like Danny Green has a podcast, stuff like that. JaVale McGee has a daily vlog about the life in the bubble.
Oh.
I don't dude, he's so dumb. I don't even think he's like vlogging. I mean, editing. There's no way.
Huh.
A new vlog comes out every day.
What do these vlogs look like? Because I don't really.
It's just him
McGee.
from morning to like night. So I saw one.
How long are these things?
Like 12 minutes. I saw one today, and he like went to go pick up his vegan meal, and like the bag ripped. So that tells you the quality that the Disney hotel.
Shit, dude, they don't give out quality bags at Disney hotel?
So he grabbed it and it just fell, and like his like part of his vegan meal fell out, and then he just like, oh fuck, I'll just take it from someone else. And then he's like, oh, I'm sure J.R. Smith won't mind. Damn. And then he like FaceTimed him like, yo, like, can I take your shit? And he's like, yeah, go for it. and then he's just like subtly just brings out like, oh, like Coach J Kidd, you know, you're on camera, like that. But that's it. Like the bubble. Apparently, like you're figuring out that these NBA players really like are crazy fucking people. Cause this is what I heard. I heard this from someone else. The NBA players like gamble a lot.
That makes sense.
So like
I would if I had money to
throw. There's not like enough cash for everyone in the ATMs.
Oh.
Or like if you didn't bring as much cash as you need to like gamble to like play around.
Yeah.
You're not getting any more.
So they cashed out the ATMs?
Yeah, but also it's like, dude, they have millions of dollars. Like they can't just go to the bank and bring it back.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that's like what's on my mind, because I'm real eager for that to start up again.
Yeah, me too.
What about, did you have any scuttlebutt?
Scuttlebutt? I got a bit. I don't know if on camera you guys have noticed I'm drinking some cooking wine. It was cheaper, a little drier Chardonnay. I got it for like $2.96 at Safeway. I made some spaghetti yesterday for the new YouTube channel that everyone should subscribe to. And remember to smash that like button.
Dom and his wife, lovely wife, Jelly, shout out. She couldn't be here today. Yeah, you guys got that YouTube channel about to begin.
By the time this gets released, it should be getting going.
Are you guys doing the daily thing, or are you doing like once a week?
We'll probably do the weekly thing because we want to plan it and make it.
What's it about again?
The channel name is Basaya and Afam.
Oh yeah.
And let me explain. My wife's from the island of Cebu, which is the central region of the Philippines, and that's where they speak Bisaya, so that's where the Bisaya comes from. And I am a Afam.
Yeah,
kind of like the Schwab, like Stump the Schwab. I'm just like the.
I don't know that.
You don't know Stump? It was a show on ESPN where this guy just knew.
Oh yeah, actually I do know.
And he had a nickname, so that's kind of like me. I'm the Afam.
All right.
And that just is like a foreigner in the Philippines.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I think you guys explained that one time.
Yeah, so we'll be making YouTube content about.
You said once like weekly.
Yeah, weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah. First one we did.
Do you know what day yet or no?
We'll figure that out. We're just trying to push it out every week, and it'll be content on the Philippines, a little bit about American, what it's like living here, and
what it's like to be like how do you say interracial?
Yeah,
couple.
Actually, yeah, we are interracial.
Yo, we woke on this podcast, bro.
Nah, it's not just that.
No, we're not woke. Not woke.
It's not just that. We'll be covering a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm curious because you guys are like very private.
Yeah, but
you're like publicly private. You know what I mean?
Right. We want to, but we were thinking, and it's time to start something new, do something together, and
yeah, dude.
Just remember
to.
Yeah,
I think this is a good gateway instead of like having a kid.
We'll have a kid eventually, but sure.
I don't mean that in like an insulting way. You know what I mean, right?
A little bit.
It's like we need something new. Get pregnant. No. Like let's get creative.
Yeah, we'll get creative first.
Yeah,
kids will come later.
I like it.
But yeah, just remember to subscribe to Basaya and Afam. So, what do you think about the cover? Because we need to talk about the book we read.
The thing about us is, you know how they always say, like, don't judge a book by its cover?
Right.
We do that.
We should do that.
I don't refuse to do that.
Well, whenever I search for anything, I always look at the cover because the cover will tell you the amount of effort that's put into the content.
Look, I got a black shirt on. What does that tell you?
It tells you care.
Well, yeah, but also tells you, hey, man, I'm trying to look slim, okay?
Well, of course.
I've
That's
gained
what I
some-
meant.
I've
You
gained some
care
weight.
enough to look
I
slim.
gained some weight in the quarantine. You know what I mean? Gotta like black is slimming.
Who hasn't?
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, judge me,
I wore blue.
bro. Like you gotta be judged. I mean, you can't judge until we're talking about books. Let's go back to books.
Let's talk about the cover.
The cover. Have you seen the other covers for this book? Actually,
There's multiple.
yeah. So this cover is I don't know. It's really basic to me. It's just the text with the lines. I think the original cover it was released in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to the pod, the whole cover is with a white base, blue green
Mm-hmm.
text and orange, and just the man who mistook his wife for a hat, and then in like a different shade of blue. Pretty basic.
Right.
I think they just kind of played the rules with, all right, we need like the colors that work for people to buy this book in a bookstore.
It stands out. The font's interesting.
It's okay. It's like I don't know the name of that font, but it's not conventional. I know that.
I think that people are, when you look at that, they're going for the title.
They're
to
going for
hook
the
people
title
in.
and highlighting Oliver Sacks, which pretty interesting guy, neurologist
Mhm.
turned author. Kind of both.
You know some info on him. You want to tell?
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you're gonna start reading this guy's books, you can start with this book. I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's got other really interesting books. He's got Hallucinations is a big one. He's got Musicophilia. And he's got this one book, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's him, where he goes like adventuring in Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a memoir, I think.
what is? Did you read that one?
No, I got it on audiobook. I still haven't started it yet.
Okay.
But again, with like the cover, so there's this one cover that's actually really creative that I wish would be the general cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's a girl with like one of them Abe Lincoln hats.
Okay.
It's like that as her like body or dress, and then with the arms sticking out.
So the whole outfit is the Abe Lincoln hat.
It's literally the man. It's really literally the wife as a hat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
don't know why they don't push that.
Yeah, that would have been something.
Like if
that
you
they
saw
should've-
that, you'd be like, I'm gonna buy that shit.
Yeah, I definitely would have bought it. I
Yeah.
bought it because I thought the title was interesting.
Because you remember when we first saw this book, right? Or when I first showed you?
Yeah, it was in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. We were in Mexico City at that one bookstore.
The Pendula.
Yeah. Oh, I
think-
have the bookmark there. Yeah, I
Let's
do.
digitally zoom in.
All right. Yeah, I love that place. But remember,
yeah.
you wouldn't have picked it up unless I'm like, yo, dude, this guy Oliver Sacks, like, you're gonna want to read this.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me because you studied psychology and you went over
Yeah,
Sax's.
that's my guy. Yeah.
It's your dude. And you told me that he had some interesting works, and this one stood out to me because how the fuck can you mistake someone for a hat? And he explains it in his first story.
The name of the book comes from a patient he had named, he refers to in the book as Dr. P.
That's right.
And Dr. P had a disorder.
Facial agnosia.
Is it? Yeah.
Right.
He had something of agnosia,
Mm-hmm.
which basically in his case, he couldn't recognize faces.
And yeah,
In any way. Like,
right.
Like if you took like a banana and apples and you just made like a face out of fruit, he couldn't see it.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing too. Like I often ponder the idea of not being able to recognize people and people understanding that I have a disorder. And I wonder how that would affect my life. How would you go through life not being able to recognize people, and if people didn't know that you couldn't recognize them, would they be offended every time you walk past them?
Yeah, they would. You know, that's what sucks, because like people nowadays really think they're like more important than they actually are.
Right.
Know what I mean?
I do know.
Yeah.
It's good to start at a bottom level of
Especially today.
self-worth.
Yeah. No, because you know what's crazy, especially in Western culture, you could probably like earn a reputation of that guy sucks,
Mm-hmm.
which is I don't know.
It sucks because there's so much more to someone than
because you think it's easy for that dude to be like,
oh hell,
hey, sorry, I have a condition.
Yeah, you think he has to tell every
And then
single person he meets.
Imagine if some like stranger you don't even know tells you that, and you'd be like, okay, guy.
Okay, so what you're basically telling me is every time you see me, you're just gonna ignore me.
It's like, if someone said that, like, yeah, that's a pretty smart way to be like, yo, I'm bad with names.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
Yo, hey man, I'm bad with names, so I got agnosia. You know what I mean? Like, sorry about that. I might use that. I don't know.
I know, right? But Yeah, that was his story, and he did actually mistake her for a hat.
Yeah, I think.
But there was more stories before that because he mistook everyone for everything. He thought children were fire hydrants because he was a
Oh yeah.
he was
a music teacher.
music teacher.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
And he I guess kids would get picked up after school and they would just be standing out there and they're small, so he would just lean on them, right? Something like that. And
Yeah, I gotta interrupt because if you guys are watching the video, it's hot in here. Okay.
yeah, it's a good point. We're sweating out
If you're
here.
like, if these guys nervous, no, we're not nervous. This is hot. Okay.
It's
We got
steamy.
we got the lights in here, and we have
The windows
the
are
sun
closed.
is pushing like straight up on our face. It's hot, but yeah. Whew, I gotta keep taking water, man. But anyways, I didn't mean to cut you off, even though I did.
It's okay. Anyways, there's other things that happen in this book other than just this man.
You know what I like? I
Go
think
for it.
That story's cool. It's all the thing about the book. Remember, each vignette, they're vignettes, right?
Yeah.
Or are they chapters?
They're
Well,
chapter vignettes.
However, each stories are separated. They're actual accounts of him and his patient. Sorry. The one that I really like is the Jimmy G one.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's not the person, but yeah, that's his name.
We're not talking about a 49ers quarterback. But in the book, he gives this guy Jimmy G. this dude, it starts off with him. He falls out of his bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like freaking out, saying someone put some fake leg in his bed,
Yeah.
right?
No. Jimmy G's the dude that thought that he was 19.
Oh, yeah, he is, right?
Jimmy
19?
G thinks he's 19,
Ah,
but
damn it.
you're
right.
he looks in the he's actually a 54-year-old.
Yeah.
Something like that. Crazy.
No. Okay, so yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't. I don't know. I forget what happened to him. This guy still thinks it's like World War II.
Yeah.
Like 30 years later.
He's watching baseball from outside, thinking, "I want to get in the mix," but Oliver Sacks is like, "Hey, buddy, no, you need to look in the mirror."
It's funny because you know, like how people go like, "Oh, like age is just a number. Like it's all about your attitude."
He is, yeah. He's kind of like the.
That's like true until it's not, you know.
Right. He's the cover boy for that because he actually thinks he's 19.
It's crazy because, so if you guys read this chapter, like Oliver Sacks makes it a point to point out how he speaks. Remember?
Yeah.
He has he postures himself up and he's like, "Nice to meet you, Doc." Like that.
Yeah, he's got some pep.
Like he's talking like 1950s. Like,
yeah.
Like, got any soda pop? You know? he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got a brother. He's a good guy." Like,
yeah.
He's talking. He makes it a point. He's like, this guy, obviously in his head, thinks he's youthful.
But Oliver Sacks isn't having that shit because he makes him go into the mirror.
He goes full asshole on him.
Yeah,
dude.
he's like, "Hey, Jimmy G, look in the mirror." And
dude.
Jimmy G looks in the mirror and he has a little breakdown because he's not 19.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
He's
imagine right now we look in the mirror and we're like 80.
It would make sense, honestly. For me anyways. I always feel like I'm an old man, but I don't want to be.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
How? I don't get that because we're friends. I don't feel like that.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, me and Dom go way back, guys. If for everyone that doesn't know.
Yeah,
we've been friends since first grade.
First grade. That's
And
right. You were the new kid.
Where did you just progress 50 years?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you got to get in the mind of someone who has. What did he have? Do you remember the condition he had?
He had
Let's pull the book out.
I got my notes. I
might have to cut out of this for a minute.
Hold on, guys. He had. Where is it?
It's on the chapter of loss. If you actually decide to buy this book and read it.
Oh yeah, he had anterograde amnesia, which basically means anterior before. That's what that means. Anterior before.
Mm-hmm.
Anterograde amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers everything before the end of World War II.
Right. Everything after that he can't remember.
I think there's something about he thinks his brother is married or not married.
I don't remember exactly.
Check my notes.
Yeah, check your notes.
He believes it's 1945.
Right.
he's stuck in. Dude, this guy. I don't know how he's out, bro. He's probably like, that kind of sucks. It's like that means he's still racist,
Probably.
bro.
Did he tell what race is Jimmy G?
Bro, he white.
Okay.
He's white guy.
Okay.
Jimmy G.
I don't know.
I don't. You know. Yeah, we could be wrong. I mean, Jimmy Butler's black. I like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he still thinks it's 1945.
Yo, you know what? If I was in my 60s or 70s, I wouldn't mind that.
Interesting point, because remember, there's another chapter in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this chapter. Remember the one where the 80-year-old woman gets chlamydia?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yo, see, this is why you guys gotta check this out. Yo, this I don't remember exactly how old she is. She's an elderly woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she contracted an STD like when she was in her 20s,
Right.
and it just sat dormant
Yeah.
in her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she noticed, she's like, oh, like I got a pep in my step, or for some reason.
Yeah.
Remember, she's like,
that's right.
remember, she told him, I don't know why, but like I'm horny all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's right. I do
Dude.
remember that. That was an interesting
Dude,
one.
she was hoeing around.
Yeah. And she couldn't control it.
Good
And
for her, bro.
But fucking Sachs, I think, tried to cure her.
Yeah, bro, this is fucking the patriarchy, bro.
Mm-hmm. What happened? Because
No, so yeah, this is what's funny. He was like, I can give you the antibiotics.
yeah.
I can, like, this will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And she's like, actually, I kind of like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like walking around with this.
Yeah.
She had more energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was like walking more.
Mm-hmm.
She was literally like more active, like crazy. Like she felt like, I think she said she felt young again.
Right.
So kind of makes you think like,
Are some of these things that bad?
yeah, but also like in these elderly homes, you know how like we kind of joke around like, oh, like, you know, you get to that old age and people are just waiting to die. Maybe they're just waiting to fuck.
I think they're fucking in there.
maybe
Some
like,
of them.
Maybe they're like, yo, man, I'm about to head out here soon. I'm just gonna start hoeing around.
Yeah, the dudes
then
are probably just got
they-
Vicodin on deck.
Maybe they catch something, and it's like new life again.
Yeah, gives
You
a
know?
little. Yeah, like you
It's
said,
kinda like-
she was walking around with more energy.
It's
That's
kinda like-
that's not bad.
You know what it might be like? So I heard, like men when they get to like in their 50s, if you start taking like testosterone,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're like young again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that's super general, but the example is like Mike Tyson. You know how he's getting ready to fight again, right?
yeah,
He recently dropped 60 pounds.
yeah, he looks
People
good.
are
I saw the
saying-
pictures.
Yeah, he's got a six pack.
Yeah,
He's cut.
yeah,
People are saying like possibly like him and the other guys like around his age that are fighting, trying to fight, they're taking like testosterone, all this stuff, basically performance enhancement, right?
yeah. Technically,
It's like,
because-
but it's not illegal. It's like, how do you say it? It's like a loophole.
what do you mean? Because I don't know the boxing regulation. What is he
I don't-
fighting in?
Look, I don't know the specifics. I think he's gonna fight again in heavyweight, but basically
He's fighting in general heavyweight, so he'll be fighting
Yeah.
against 25-year-olds, 30
No,
year olds.
no. He's got a fixed fight with someone. I can't
Mm.
believe I'm forgetting right now. I can't remember,
It's okay.
but basically, he's got to be taking supplements.
Mhm.
You know, he's gonna fight Holyfield. Our producer just.
Evander Holyfield.
You're sure it's
Ooh.
Holyfield.
That's gonna be interesting.
I think you might be right. Yeah, our producer just let us know. I think you know why it's interesting, right?
Is Holyfield the one that he bit his ear?
He is, but yeah, I saw a meme the other day. It was Holyfield. He's like, "Thanks a lot, Mike," and like, cause you know how we gotta wear masks right now. The ear.
He can't wear a mask.
You can't wear the like all lopsided and shit. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Holyfield never got the credit he deserved as a fighter because Tyson was never available to fight
Mm-hmm.
at the like right moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like he went to jail right when he's supposed to fight him back in the 90s. Yeah.
Shame.
And then I think when they eventually fought, it was like the moment passed. It
Mhm.
was like Pacquiao Mayweather.
Right.
It's like, yo, we
Exactly.
waited for this. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And then when they fought, like Mike was just like, dude, he bit his ear off.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Everyone remembers that.
Yeah. Great moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But anyways, I think tying it back, I think when you get older, maybe you just searching for more life. I don't know. Dude, because she was straight up like, I'm willing to die to be horny.
Right.
She's like, I don't care if I go.
Yep.
I'm wet.
Yeah. That's not what she said verbatim, but
you know.
you can read between the lines. Yeah, that's what she was implying.
Yeah, man.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Is there? Let's see. What else is going on? What else happened in the book that was dope?
I think we also were talking about how there was a short film made actually, which
Oh,
you sent
yeah.
me the other day,
So
which
yeah,
was pretty cool.
That's a cool thing about like this book. It's it's not even a fiction book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how fiction books get turned into movies
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff?
Right.
Dude, this is a literally like I think Amazon put it in the category of psychology biography.
That makes sense.
I think it's a psychologist biography.
Mm-hmm.
And this gets turned into short films. I think it got turned into an opera a year after it was published in '86.
They turned it into a musical?
And then in '93, I think they turned it into a theatrical production.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a catchy title.
It does.
It's got a catchy title. I think overall too with the book, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Goodreads. Do you know about Goodreads?
Nah, dude.
Goodreads. So, yeah, if you guys want to get more into reading, I would say start there. Goodreads, it's like
I wouldn't say that because I've never heard of it, and does it really like direct you the right direction?
Well, it's kind of like Rotten Tomatoes for books, right? Would you say that?
The way you described it to me earlier, because I had never heard of
Goodreads. So,
Goodreads.
yeah, let me tell people what I told you. So Goodreads, it's basically like it's user generated data. So if you like books, I like books. Let's say you read a book, you mark I read it, you leave a review. So you read it, I could read that.
Oh.
So it's coming from us, the people.
I see.
Yeah, and you could like the cool thing about it that I like is you could organize it like you could keep searching books, you could rate it with stars after you read it, or you could also be like you find a new book and be like want to read. So then you got a list that you have your want to read list, your read list. It's dope. It's
okay.
really it's like book discovery, you know?
It's kind of like the Yelp for books.
A little bit.
I'll check it out.
There's no bitch reviews. You know?
Really? There's not one bitch review?
I mean, not from what I've seen. It's not like, because, you know, on Yelp, people are like, oh, I had a bad experience, so let me fuck it up for them.
Yeah.
There's not really that here. It's like, yo, it just was for me.
Yeah. Okay,
you know?
that's good. People are
so
realizing
if you guys
that.
don't know about that, go make an account. Just mess around.
What do you get when you make an account?
Email about verifying your email.
So you get nothing. You just make an account.
Nah,
you have a personal
there's
profile.
no incentive. It's just, you know, make an account so you could use it.
Mm.
I have the app.
Okay.
But anyways, I think Goodreads rated it a 4.1 out of 5, which is pretty good.
I mean that's an
It's-
82%. If you were to scale it.
Yeah. Which I think is like any book that has 100%. I'm like, yo, I ain't no hype beast.
Yeah, you
I'm not
can't
gonna read that.
I like that. Yeah, don't be doing that.
I'm gonna wait a while. You know.
Although, what is The Alchemist got on there? Because that's a good
Ooh.
book, and that's
dude. I waited a long time to read that too.
same. Because I heard great
Yeah.
things about The Alchemist, and I didn't really want to give into it until I did give into it,
Yeah,
and then I'm
dude.
glad I did.
Dude, yeah, it was you. It was you that told me it's a page turner.
It's a fucking page turner. Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And I was like, all right, okay, yeah, Don might have points. All right.
Thanks for listening,
Yeah.
because it's an experience reading
Yeah.
that one.
So they give it a 4.1 out of 5. I'm trying to think. You know, let's see, I have stats about it.
You also okay. I remember we were talking earlier about this book. I think we should talk about the short film because it kind of gives a visual to the whole.
Oh, the one that I sent you?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
And it's about the what was the guy's name? But anyways, we were talking this on the way over.
I think in the name of here, keep talking. I'll find the chapter.
I thought it was in the Phantom Limb section. I may be mistaken, but
Just keep going.
he basically he keeps throwing himself out of bed at night. and the people at the nursing home or wherever he's at, the hospital, don't know why he keeps falling out of bed at night, and it's because of his leg. And the short film kind of shows that he has like an amputated leg, and he's like, oh shit, like I don't want this, and he throws it out of bed. But the thing is, he's throwing his actual leg out of bed.
Yeah. Okay. So
Which
it's not in the Phantom Limb section. It's in the losses section.
Oh.
And I think it's the last one. It's the chapter, The Man Who Fell Out of Bed.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Keep going.
Well, he's throwing this leg that isn't supposed to be there. He keeps throwing it out of bed, but the thing is, that leg that he thinks is disconnected is actually attached to his body. So when he throws this leg out of bed, he's actually throwing himself out of bed. And the whole nursing staff's like,
yo,
what are you doing?
When I read that, I know I'm probably a dick, but I'm like, man, what a dumbass, bro.
But yeah, you are a dick because
his leg out. Why wouldn't he get someone's attention?
Well, I think he was half asleep, I think, and he didn't know what he was doing.
Dude.
And what was the losses? The leg was no longer usable, right?
I think so.
And
I don't know. I don't remember that. I just thought, this guy's stupid. And he probably had a disorder, okay?
He definitely had a disorder because he made it in the fucking book.
Okay,
this whole book's about disorder.
Okay, my bad. Shit.
No, it's not your bad.
I forgot, man. Damn.
It's all good.
Yo, but like, come on, like, imagine like I'm sleeping at your house. Yo, John, what the fuck, man? You put a leg in my bed?
You're right. I would probably think the same thing about you. You fucking dumbass.
Dude,
your leg's right there.
Dude, like, yo, and what the fuck, man? I threw it, and then it fucking took me with it. What type of shit is this, man?
Yeah, what kind of sense? You're right.
Know?
He should have connected the dots.
I like if you guys YouTube the title of the book, and it's a short film. I think it was like 5 minutes.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah.
It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
I like how whoever directed this or wrote it, they depicted the nurses to be like evil.
Yeah, they had felt like Cuckoo's Nest feel.
They had like an evil laugh. Like it was pretty funny. Like he was like, it was kind of from the perspective of like, oh, these people are out to get me. They put a leg in my bed. Like, what's wrong with them?
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know? Even the doctor was evil, right? Or
Sax.
Was that Sax?
It was Sax. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they made Sax look like a total jackass. Like he was like, okay, there's a leg in your bed. Psh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't like that at all.
No.
In the book, he was like, all right, look, tell me what's going on.
Right.
What? There's a leg in your bed. He's like, okay, yo, that's your leg, bro.
That's right.
He was like,
that's right.
Yo, that's your leg. But he was not a dick.
No, he wasn't a dick, dude.
No.
Imagine what he had to go through, because we're talking about the clinical trials.
He got a call, right?
Who did?
I think he got a call about, yeah, we're going to need you to come down here. There's some dude that's saying we keep sticking a leg in his bed.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Dude.
But Sax had to deal with so much.
It's crazy that a guy like that, he was a neurologist.
Right.
So if any patient came to him, it was usually like him being the last resort.
Yeah.
Which is, it's crazy because you would think, oh, I go to the doctor. Oh, okay, the doctor says I got emotional issues. Let me go to therapist.
Right.
Therapist like, hey man, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Like,
but Sax was kind of dope because he actually was the last resort, but was the final solution for some of these people, especially the woman who couldn't feel anymore. Do you remember her?
Yeah, tell me about her again.
She so basically every human has this ability to.
Wait, hold on. Was she the one? Wait, actually, just explain.
Every human has the ability. Like, I'm looking at you, but I'm gonna put my hand up.
Yeah.
She couldn't do that. She lost.
Bro, how crazy! It's like she had to compute in her head.
Right.
Yo, I got to do this to do this.
Because I think she was a what's it called? A coder or something like that. And she had to look at whatever she was doing to make her brain realize and understand where her limbs were going. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
it's not like she had to look at it. She couldn't do this.
Now I remember. Okay.
Like if she wanted to do this, she had to be like,
I remember it. You know what sucked
like
too?
that.
What really sucked about this story?
She had kids.
Bro, yeah, she had kids, but dude, she like worked her ass off just to take the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And like eventually she was like, oh, like I'm able to walk. And she looked like, if anybody saw her, you're just like, what the fuck's wrong with her?
Yeah.
Like she looked like handicapped, I think, when she was walking.
It's
like,
crazy.
Like they definitely leave stuff out, because I wonder if she told him, Oliver Sacks, I wonder if she told Dr. Sacks, like, I can't shit. Or like, how do I go to the bathroom? How do I take a shower?
Right.
Stuff like that.
We're coming down to the final moments of the show.
Oh, you want to get like dig a little deeper?
I don't think we can dig a little deeper.
Huh?
Our producer's giving us a 3 right now.
Okay.
Which means we have 3 minutes to tell people whether this is a good book and if they should read it themselves.
Is it worth it? You saying? Worth it?
Did
not
you
worth
like it? We know that Goodreads gave it a 4.1, but
Yeah.
if we're looking at it from our point of view and how we felt about it, would you recommend it?
Yeah, dude, I fuck with it.
I fuck with this book too.
Bro, when I was in college studying psychology, this dude's name like was brought up to me like nonstop. And then I was like, all right, I'll read the book, but like you give me homework. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Okay?
Yeah.
I got psychobio.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cut me some slack.
Right.
You know, she did.
That's good.
But yeah, but like yeah, I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't tell everybody to read it, because I know people, if you don't know much about psychology, it might be a little boring.
There's a lot of neurology in this book that at the end of each story he goes over the brain functions, which to be honest I skipped that because I wasn't interested.
But you got the gist of like the stories and
right. I read some of the psychology, like how the brain worked, but for the most part I didn't care like about the neurons connecting and how the process works.
You see, I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I'm glad he put that in.
Mm-hmm.
So you two, you think it's worth the read?
I definitely think it's worth the story part because there's some interesting moments and it kind of makes you understand the different disorders and the different scopes people have and how you should. It kind of makes you realize that everyone's got issues.
Yeah, I always say, like, my parents think I'm crazy, and I'm like, yeah, well, you crazy too?
We're all crazy.
You know, everyone's got some. Dude, nobody's like straight up perfect.
Oh hell no!
But
if you think you're perfect, then that's your problem.
Well, I shouldn't have said that. That's pretty stupid.
No. If you think you're perfect, that's your fucking problem.
Yeah, you're right. So if you think you're perfect, that's your fucking problem.
Yep.
All right, so we should close it out, right?
Yep, he's giving us a 1.
All right, so all right, guys, if you like this episode, let everybody know. We'll see you guys next time, all right? I'm Brandon Q.
Dominic Sirigliano.
Catch us on our socials. Yeah, man. See you guys later.
Don't forget to subscribe to Basaya Nafam. Thank you.
All right, you got your plug.
Got my plug.
All right. Peace out, guys.